So, what do Bitcoin and Minecraft have in common? That might seem like a bit of a crazy comparison, but I think if you bear with me, it'll start making a little bit more sense. So, Minecraft works because the world is made of blocks, and Bitcoin works for the same reason. One quantizes space, and the other quantizes time. So, let's break that down a little bit. What does quantize mean? I actually just learned about this term recently, so energy can only have certain values or quantities, not in between, instead of a continuum of values. This is like energy existing on stairs of a staircase instead of any energy on a ramp. So quantized basically just means broken down into set units of measurement. I think this definition looks like it came just from like an energy context, but this can be used in different areas as well. But so what does it mean when we say Bitcoin is quantized time? So Bitcoin is time not on a continuous scale. It's time and separated into blocks that come out roughly every 10 minutes. And those blocks, that's what makes Bitcoin Bitcoin, right? You can't just add a transaction to the blockchain at any time you want. It has to go into one of these set blocks, right? If it didn't work like that, it just wouldn't be Bitcoin. And the same way with Minecraft, if the space in Minecraft wasn't quantized into blocks, it just wouldn't be Minecraft. It would be a completely open world type thing, which would be incredibly complicated to design. So that's a little bit what this means. So here we can see, obviously, Minecraft being quantized into set blocks. Even the space around the blocks is separated into that format as well. And then so a little bit of how that works with Bitcoin. The transaction is requested, sent to the nodes in the network, and then that transaction sent to every computer. The verified transaction is added to a new block containing other recently verified transactions. And once the network agrees on a block, that block is added to the end of the blockchain, or what I think is a better word, time chain. With Minecraft is a world made of discrete blocks. You can't place half of a block, you can't stretch space, and everyone plays under the same constraints. This leads to predictability in gameplay, fairness, and creativity emerges because of these limits. No admin magic in survival mode. Again, it's not going to be fun if you can just bend the rules and create every material you want, right? Unless you're just building. But if you're playing survival mode, it's not fun to break the rules because everyone plays by the same rules. And I think this is the key here, that creativity emerges because of limits. And I think one key aspect of Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is revolutionary not because of what it can do, but what it can't do, right? It's revolutionary because you can't just send a transaction in real time. It's revolutionary because of its blocks, because of its quantized time, and because of its set rules of the network, right? Constraints of Bitcoin, right? The limited space is what makes it valuable. Minecraft without block rules would feel chaotic. Bitcoin without time rules would feel arbitrary. If admins could spawn items at will, the game breaks. If money can be created at will, then trust breaks. Modern systems rely on discretion. Discretion rewards insiders. Rules-based systems reward skill, patience, and coordination. And similar to going back to the point about how creativity emerges because of these constraints, I think in the same way with Bitcoin block size or block space, people say that as a problem, right? People criticize Bitcoin. They say, well, it doesn't have as many transactions as Solana, so it's worse. But that's not true, right? If you could do as many transactions as Solana, then it would be a centralized system altogether. And then the creativity can emerge with figuring out how to use that limited block space in the most efficient way, right? The solution isn't to change the rules and make everyone be able to put in their transactions for free. The solution is to creatively use the block space, the limited block space that we have. Again, Bitcoin organizes history into blocks of time. Each block is mined roughly every 10 minutes. Transactions transactions don't happen whenever someone wants. They happen when the system agree that a block exists. Time is chopped into verifiable chunks. Everyone agrees on the order of events, and no one can fast forward or rewind. And this quantized time in the form of blocks is what allow miners to keep this history. When a new block is mined, right, that block and only that block is broadcast to the rest of the network. If we had this continuously evolving, constant continuum of transactions, then no one would ever be up to speed at the same time. So let me know what you think about this kind of theory and this idea. I just thought of it today and thought it would be pretty interesting to talk about because I'm getting into a bit of a Minecraft kick myself, and I saw some parallels here. Let me know if you have any additional connections that you could make between these two as well. Also, I want to give a little update on this channel. I really want to commit to releasing daily videos again. I think that just creates the most trust with the community here, and I think it just allows me to create the best content I can possibly. And a lot of times some of the videos that I didn't think would do super well and that I just did without thinking as much ended up being pretty good videos. So I want you guys to hold me accountable to that as well. I am also going to be writing a weekly write-up on Substack for free. So yeah, just sign up, subscribe. I'll leave a link to that below. You can also subscribe for $5 a month, just if you want to support the channel, support what I'm doing here. But yeah, that's about it for this video. And as always, together, let's work, save, and build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.